Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
I hope you guys can hear me. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gents. We are going to be talking about Monday Night Raw, and it was a glorious show. It was wonderful. Wasn't it wonderful? Well, let's start off from the end and work our way back to the front, because the beginning of the show was just as good as the end of the show. So let's get into it. And for once, we got a solid Raw. Everybody give them a round of applause for pulling it off. It was great. Oh my God, it was wonderful. They finally gave us a decent Raw. Okay. If the sound is glitchy, I apologize. Okay, I don't have my computer right now. I'm on my tablet. So if it sounds a little weird, I apologize. Okay? I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible. Or I will switch to my tablet or my computer to make it easier for you guys to be able to hear me. Because I don't want to mess this up, because I'm very proud of WWE. You know, these last couple of weeks have been hell. We've been going through the motions. They've been killing us. Okay. So while I fix this and get this sound together, y'all tell me in the comments what you thought of Monday Night Raw from start to finish. Give me a grade. Do you think that Monday Night Raw was solid in building up, heading into WrestleMania and headed into SmackDown, that they do a good job of booking everything out so we will know what's going to happen going into Mania? Give me your grades and I'll be right back. I promise. We're going to get this thing going.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desire.
I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Rolling 80 wheels in a safety. Riding on you. Gotta roll over till you gotta give a release. Spread your legs downtown, so I'm going out to eat. Hit the raw sounds when I rock up in your sleep. I'ma roll on the forever, let her roll on me. Split this one down the middle, wake up in harmony.
A claps. Don't close your eyes to get away. Just make my mind and I'll arrange it. Beautiful, girl, you're stainless. You'll be fine, I'll be painless, yeah. All I'm drinking is champagne. All you want is the same thing.
Yeah. The 10,000 building, get your ass an apartment, put you inside a G-class, that's just a starter kit. Plenty things count in life, but none of them is the thought of it. New piece around my neck is chess games, but shorty stay with calculated moves like Beth Harmon. Swear I'm more Purple Rain Prince than Prince Charming. Disappointment, I stay expecting it. The pessimist, gold medalists, flush the magnets just so they not collecting my specimens down.
A claps.
Okay. Is this better? Let me know if it sounds better in the comments. Okay, it was glitchy. All right, so let me see what y'all think. Okay, so Aaliyah said it's a B, not high or low, just in the middle. You just said you give it a B too, Kira. B plus from Kayla. A B plus with Jay. Hello, Nika. How are you? Okay. Jalen said, "Child, what was going on? Everyone is getting bold today. Goodness gracious, Phil. Don, you give it a B plus too. Okay. So overall, it's a B. It's a solid B show, which ain't too bad. That ain't too shabby. Okay. So let's get into it. We're starting off at the end and work our way to the front. Roman Reigns came down there. Got the popping off at the mouth. And I told y'all that Philip get mad and you push him to the edge, he will say some of the most egregious shit. Now, Roman, Roman was mad disrespectful. Let's start with Roman. Let's start with him. Roman came out there and got mad because he got interrupted. Fair enough. Okay, because he didn't have to interrupt him. But Roman said, he said, you think that we want you to be here? You think that you somehow are gonna, be able to have this moment and you're gonna be champion forever? No, 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 no. We brought you back here because you sell tickets. You get the nice little house show over in Chicago. We brought you back here so you can, sell some merchandise, make us a quick few bucks, but you were never supposed to be champion. That's why I'm here. If you weren't champion, you would be a blip in the sea of people that I have already desecrated and surpassed. You would be indifferent to me. But because you have something I want, you now are my problem. So, what I'm going to do for you is take your ass to WrestleMania. I'm going to take your championship. And then you know what we're going to do for you because we love what you've done for us so far. We're going to put you on a nice little John Cena retirement tour. Huh? Let you sell a few tickets, have a nice little moment, and then, ride off into the sunset. And then we're going to send your ass to NXT so you can train, teach, and develop the next generation. And then you know what's going to happen? You're going to send them to me and I'm going to smash every one of them. And then he walked away. And then Philip said, hold up. Where the fuck you think you're going? He said, you know what? Yeah, you could talk your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You can sit up in your little room and talk your shit all day long. But he said, who the fuck is we? Who is we? Because he was on some motherfucking little Kim shit. Just, I don't see no motherfucking body back there. I see you. I see you all by your lonesome. There's nobody here but you. And he said, that's just how I like it. Because you don't know nothing about doing anything by yourself, do you? You ain't got the protection of your cousins or the bloodline. You ain't got none of that shit. It's just you. But he said, you know what? He said, you can talk about me. You can call me a liar. You can do all that shit, but you don't have the right to disrespect me. But he said, I will tell you this. No matter what you say or what you've done, I've already won. I'm in your head. And you let me live there rent free. Now, Philip said something that was fucking out of line. He said, I'm not only going to take your ass to WrestleMania, because he said you wouldn't have been going to WrestleMania if it wasn't for me. I'm the champion. This is my show. I run the roost. You are living in my world. And since you're the one who's coming after me, which is the way that I like it, I'm going to tell you just like this. I thought we were going to have a nice little match, to prove who's the best one. But since you decided to cross the line and disrespect me, now I'm going to bury you. And that man said that he was going to bury him right next to his father. Now, Philip, you didn't have to say that hateful ass shit. You did not have to say that. Now, I ain't saying that Roman wasn't disrespectful because Roman was out of line, but you took that shit straight to hell. Now, goddamn it, you can come back from him saying your ass gonna be retired and down at NXT because you know that's where the fuck you gonna be at. You know that's where you gonna be at, living your best life at NXT, dancing around with Shawn Michaels. We're not even trying to be funny. We just keeping it real because you know you love being around the youngins and you know you love NXT. So you know he was right. That's what stuck in your craw was that he was right. He shouldn't have said that shit.
But you dead ass wrong. Because you know that man's daddy is dead and gone. And he ain't been gone that long. And for you to say that hateful shit like that, he gonna whoop your ass. And you know what? I ain't gonna be mad at him for it. Because you earned that ass whooping because you shouldn't have said that hateful shit. You didn't have to say that. And I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. As soon as he said, I'm gonna bury you, I said, don't you bring up that man's daddy. And he didn't anyway. That is just hateful. Ooh. Oh, that was just nasty. Men are so sensitive. Nicole, please. I was like, oh, succotash, who is we? Who is we? No, because Roman started it. I agree. I was waiting on it. I was waiting on it because the last time them two was sparring back and forth, Philip went a little easy on him. He went a little easy on him. And he shouldn't have did that. But today, Philip said the gloves is off, bitch. If you want 2009 seal, give me 2011, 2010. Shit. You want OG Punk, you got it. That shit was disrespectful. Nicole said that's what he gets, child. Woo. Them last 30 minutes of Raw was rough, honey. They were rough. I can't take it. It's too much. The online and the show, child. They ate. Roman got his ass ate up. He got ate up. I'm sorry. He did. Roman gonna bring up his dog. Yeah, it's coming. I mean, to be honest, it's fair. He done brought up this man's daddy. Hey, they done made it personal. He bring up that dog, Phil ain't gonna say nothing. He just gonna whoop his ass. I guarantee you that's just gonna be a fight. That ain't even gonna be a conversation. That's just gonna be a motherfucking brawl. He bring up that dog, that's it. That's it. I didn't even see the tweet. The tweet didn't say nothing other than he was gassed. He was tired. And I'm like, Roby, you got a lot of motherfucking nerves because your ass is always tired and gassed in your matches. Shit. Child. Oh, child. We working our way backwards. Because Henna, Settle, Miedo is y'all new Intercontinental Champion. Now, let me tell you how this came to pass. Because you're going to believe, if you are believing the way that it is, that it had more to do with Finn Balor than it did with Danhausen, I need y'all to lock in. Danhausen was back there, and he gave him his wet list of demands, which I thought was wild as fuck. But he gave him this list of demands that he wanted from Adam. Adam said, we're going to see what we can do. And then Adam introduced him to the Judgment Day. And when Dominic disrespected him, Danhausen said, oh, okay, well, you're cursed. And then he walked away. The nigga disappeared. Now, all of a sudden, Dominic Mysterio done lost his damn championship. Now, walk with me. I need you to walk with me. This man is going to be on a downward spiral from here on out. I need it to go this way. WWE, I know your punk ass be listening. I need you to make this a thing, okay? I need you to make this work. I need you to let Danhausen be the reason for the implosion of Judgment Day. I need you to lock the fuck in, okay? Because I want to have some fun around here, goddammit. And Danhausen is fun. And y'all not gonna ruin this for me. So make it happen. Every time that man come across somebody and they disrespectful to him, he need to put a curse on him. And Dom need to be the first experiment. Do you understand? Make him cost Dom everything. Dominic Mysterio needs to lose his championship with the IC, which he lost. He needs to lose that AAA title, and he needs to lose Liv Morgan. He needs to be the end all be all of the Judgment Day via Danhausen. You got to do it my way. Please. It will be full of entertainment. And make Liv and Raquel fight it out too. Danhausen need to come across Liv Morgan too. Because she a little too arrogant for my opinion. And she need to be broken down a fraction or two. Make it happen. Do it. Please. I need it. Not cognac. Damn. I love the mess on Twitter because why both brands mad as fuck right now? Everybody mad. When they mad, they do good shit. He's one to talk about gas. He used to take him 7 whole minutes to walk into the ring for 5 years, girl. Girl, child. It's messy out here in these streets I'm living. You in the cold car? Listen. And when Nicole calls it, I'm telling you, she be on it every fucking time. She do. Maybe drop off a tooth at the scene of the crime or something. Do something. I really need Tippy Nicole to give me some Powerball numbers. Bitch, if I could pick the Powerball numbers, I would be rich out here in these streets. Okay? I could be out here. If I could pick the Powerball, nigga, I'd be out here in a brand new house streaming in my new bedroom and y'all would see me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nigga, you would see me. Now he getting cheered and people online talking about, oh, I get it. Oh, I kind of like him. You don't get to like Danhausen now. You don't get to, because you motherfuckers was all in people's business. You was acting a goddamn fool. No, you don't get to like it. You don't get to like it. Absolutely not. Let me see. What did this one say? She said, I told y'all people were about to be fake. You did. I used to go to the bathroom during his entrance, and he hadn't even looked at the ring steps yet once, child. That's a good time to go to the bathroom, is during Roman Reigns' entrance. That's a good time to go. Now, Liv Morgan didn't have a time on TV. They gave that time slot to AJ Lee. And Liv Morgan basically came on camera and told everybody that Julia was right. She is privileged, but she can't help that she a bad bitch, and she wasn't. She can't help that at 20, WWE signed her and they didn't even look at her in her tryout. She said she can't help that I had the best of the best, finest training, best facilities, best doctors, and you had to go in some flea bag down in the whole nasty ass ring. She said, I can't help that. But she said, I know what I tell you. I know what I can give you, though. She said, you are going to have the privilege of being in the ring with the 6-time champion. You're going to be in the ring. You're going to have the privilege to be in the ring with the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time, the inaugural Crown Jewel champion. You are going to have the privilege of being in the ring with Liv Morgan. And I said, with them eyes cocked like a pistol you had, I don't understand what the privilege was. You know what I'm saying? But you know, talk your shit, Liv. Talk your shit. I just need Stephanie to get her lick back because she should have known better. 48 hours ago, wilding. Wasn't they though? All it took was 48 little hours. That's all it took. Child. I've liked Danhausen since he was in AEW. But see, Justin, you knew about Danhausen. The problem I had with a lot of people when it came to Danhausen and his debut is that they didn't give it time to actually develop. They immediately went on the defense of that it was stupid, WWE is dumb, and da-da-da-da. They didn't give them a chance to do anything with him yet. Danhausen debuted in Chicago because he's from there. And at this point, they had to let the character develop. In my opinion, and this is no shade, if y'all could sit up here and this is not to you, Justin, this is just to everybody in general. If y'all could pop for people like Gold Dust, if you could pop for people like the Hurricane, if you could pop for people like Spike Dudley back in the day, if you could pop for fucking what's the little Hornswoggle, you could pop for Hornswoggle, you could pop for Eugene, Danhausen will be just fine for you. He's not meant to be anything other than what he is. Campy, fun, and interesting. And he's gonna be the catalyst to really start some shit around here. If y'all have ever seen, there's an old school what is it called, Jared? It was a soap opera. It's an old school soap opera called Passions. On Passions, a lot of bullshit happened, but majority of it happened because Tabitha the witch kept the shit going around in the damn show. So every time some bad shit happened, like somebody died or somebody got an evil twin coming in messing stuff up, or they had someone come in and cause chaos where they was like trying to break up families or destroy a relationship, it was all because Tabitha was creating spells to continue to keep stirring the pot. Even when people were happy, she would cause enough chaos. That's for your brush. I don't know. She would cause enough chaos to make sure everybody's shit was fucked up. So nobody could ever really be happy in that town because she kept fucking them over. And their town was literally over a demon's hell pit. When I tell you Passions was on some real nigga shit, it really, really was. But that's what this is reminding me of. But if they do it right, this could be fun. But they got to do it right. Liz might as well call that lady a slur, because damn, right? She was dead ass wrong for that. She didn't have to do that. Child, everybody at this point, curse them all. A mess. Anyways, no shade to y'all favorite wrestler, but I didn't give a damn about what AJ Lee was talking about today. I'm sorry, she was not the highlight of the show, nor did I need to see it. She could have did that shit in the vignette like they did with Liv Morgan, because honestly, it's no shade to her, and I understand this has been her first time back since being champion, but that took up way too much time, in my opinion. Way too much time for me. Now, with the way Becky has been lashing out online and cutting up and tripping, I'm surprised her ass didn't show up today and start beating on this lady. But whatever makes y'all happy. Now, she has set it up that she wants to go to Mania. She wants to be a fighting champion. So there is a what is it? It's a tournament. Well, it's a match happening next week. It's got Asuka. It has Io. It has Raquel. It has Lyra Valkyria, and it has Bayley. I don't think I'm missing nobody. All 5 of those women will compete to be the number 1 contender in this match for AJ Lee's title. Now, it's funny how y'all, and somebody was in my comments on one of my shorts. It's Ivy. I forgot about Ivy. Okay, Ivy's in there. Cool. Good for Ivy. Now, some of y'all was over there on my shorts trying to give me the blues because y'all didn't like the fact that I didn't care for Natalya beating up on Maxine while she was laid out. Well, apparently the higher ups didn't give a fuck about it either because they didn't put the bitch in the match, and she should have been in there. If we're going to be honest, she done beat the former champion twice. It would make sense for her dusty ass to be in the match, wouldn't it? But they didn't put her ass in there, did they? I guess beating up on a wounded animal didn't really help you much, did it? Bitch. Anyways, Dragon Lee came out there on some motherfucking nigga bullshit today. Okay, Dragon Lee beat the brakes off of Gunther for a little while. Okay, he came out there, double stomped the shit out of Gunther in that corner, and for the most part, he was giving Gunther the blues. Okay, he was giving Gunther the blues. But baby, listen, Gunther ended up being able to recover and took over majority of the match. It was a cool back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until the end. When Gunther decided to take Dragon Lee's most vulnerable aspect, which is his mask, and rip it off his face and put him in the chokehold. So out of desperation, Dragon Lee tapped out. And that was the end of that. Now I know that people need to continue to build on their villainy and all that kind of shit, but I don't like when they rip off the luchador's mask. Stop doing that shit. That is their legacy. It is a part of who they are. And when you do that, you're disgracing them. And I understand sometimes the superstars agree, sometimes WWE is coming up with the stories, and y'all just need to stop fucking doing that. Y'all do that every time y'all want to show somebody being a villain or being a cheap ass cheater. And I feel like there's other ways for you to do that. Gunther could have low blowed him. Gunther could have did anything. He already had him in the fucking chokehold. Like I'm not saying that you can't do that on occasion, but y'all do that so often to the point where I feel like sometimes WWE don't give a fuck about these dudes in their masks. And I really need y'all to just stop doing that to them. Like, stop taking their masks off their face. Stop trying to expose their faces like that. Stop fucking doing that. Please. Now, baby, this is how the show kicked off. The Vision and Paulina came out there bitching and mad, or what's left of the damn Vision. They came out there crying, hollering, and screaming, talking about we want Seth Rollins because we got something we want to say, and when we get done, we gonna stomp the shit out of his ass. I was looking at Paulina like, who the fuck is we? What are you gonna do? Because with them turn-up dress shoes you be having on, you ain't finna do shit but slide across this damn floor. Your ass ain't gonna do nothing. What are you gonna do with a 200+ pound athletically gifted man that can run circles around you and probably really beat your ass in real life? I just want to know what you thought you was gonna do with this. Because what ended up happening was Seth Rollins used them same masked men to run interference. So we got Logan Paul out the ring. We got Austin Theory out the ring. And then he used the third one to distract Paulina to make it look like that was him standing at the top of the key, because by then Adam and them had all ran out and tried to get rid of the rest of the people, right? But that ain't what happened, because Seth was behind him with a chair, bust Paulina in the back with the chair, and then curb stomped that motherfucker's face so hard on the mat he was bleeding. I'm bleeding. He was bleeding. Now, Austin Theory and Logan Paul, they come to the back, they scared, they upset. They like, what happened to him? Get him out of here, get him out of here. Logan, go get the car. Logan runs and go gets the car. But they forgot other people don't like their asses either. And everybody thinks that Austin Theory and Logan Paul are the ones that attacked Jey Uso so that Logan could get into the tournament. Now, to the chamber. Technically, that makes the most sense. And I feel like they should leave it at that. They should leave it at that. But I do know that after they got to the back and Austin Theory thought that he was getting ready to leave in the car with Logan, it was actually Big Jim. Jimmy beat the brakes off of that nigga. Beat his ass. And then Logan Paul, he was in the front seat with the keys, and Logan Paul said, Logan Paul was still trying to go get the car, I guess, but LA Knight was in the front seat with the keys. Excuse me. LA Knight said, it looks like you got everything under control right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll on out, and we're gonna take real good care of Paulina. Okay? And then that nigga drove off with Paul in the back. Now, Pierce decided to set up a match between Big Jim and Austin Theory. So Logan and Theory came back in the arena and they had a match. Well, of course, when Jimmy was getting ready to win, Logan Paul got mad and decided to attack him. Now, everybody thought that because of that, Jay Uso was nowhere to be found and Jim was all on his lonesome, but that was not true. Jay Uso comes out there. Now, what I thought was interesting with this is that I don't think WWE did this one right. Like, if Jay had been on the crutches and the dude saw him and they was laughing, and then Austin got out and was like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And then just like, you know, use his crutch to like sweep underneath him, then that would make more sense to me. Right? But the way that they did this, they didn't show us Jay Uso until you saw him with the crutches putting them in the ring. And I just wish that that would have been acknowledged by the people that were in the ring. The music got hit, so they knew he was coming out there. So instead of acting as if Jay Uso was coming out there from the front of the house, they should have been looking around. And when Austin saw him coming from the back, or he should have came from the front on the crutches. And then Austin should have came out there and been like, "Well, what the fuck are you gonna do on these crutches? What are you gonna do?" Then boom, he get beat up because Jay not really messed up. But whatever happened, they were able to be effective enough anyway. And Jay Uso and Jimmy were able to take down Austin and Logan Paul. That is your tag team match for Monday Night Raw going into WrestleMania. I promise you that Theory and Paul are going after those tag team titles. Which to me, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed should have been going after the tag team titles. This was way before they got injured. But that's just me. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that was Monday Night Raw. Okay. Now, there were some other things that happened on the show, but in my opinion, they're not important. It's not important. It's not important. Rhea Ripley had her promo that she cut, and she basically told EO to hold it down on Raw, and she's going to SmackDown so she can go get that title off of Jade Cargill because they got some bitten ass to handle. Now, on social media, the girl's been going at it. Okay, Jade Cargill said her ass been whining back and forth to motherfucking creative and shit. And Rhea Ripley is all in her feelings. She seemed very pissed off. Now, I think it's a work. I don't think that is real because even Jade Cargill, at the end of the day, it's a professional relationship between everybody. And nobody is going to say anything or do anything, not in this day and age, without talking to each other first. So we're talking outside of kayfabe. I don't think that their feud is real. I think everything is being built up and hyped up so that people can be interested in Mania. Because right now, WWE might low-key be redeeming themselves. Even though WrestleMania is over in Vegas, they have finally gotten themselves to a point where people can be interested in Mania. Because you've got Penta as the champion, and they more than likely, Dom was probably going to try to get another shot at that title. You have AJ Lee facing off against any of these 6 potential in participants, which to me, it should go to Bayley automatically. It should go to Bayley. I don't care what you're talking about. And then in 3 days, wowzers.
Yeah, early access start on Friday.
And then, okay, and then you have Brock Lesnar, who has his open challenge, which no one has answered yet. Oh, I forgot. Rusev and Obafemi had their little moment, and Rusev got put out the ring. So next week it's going to be Rusev versus Obafemi, which I'm actually looking forward to that match. But anyways, what else did we have? On SmackDown, everything is in full-blown chaos. Cody is facing off against Drew McIntyre on Friday. We don't know who Carmelo Hayes is going to face off against, but I think that they're going to save Hayes and Ilya for Mania to have their final bout. If that was me, I would book it that way. And then you've got Julia. Julia needs an opponent going into Mania. And of course, you got Rhea Ripley over there on SmackDown now. And Rhea Ripley's going after Jade Cargill. So things are starting to ramp up very quickly. And I'm curious as to how things are going to play out because it's going to be a fun time either way. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed Monday Night Raw because it was a fun time for me. I really did enjoy the show. Please do your girl a favor. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Share the video here. I'm going to also clip this and put some shorts out there so you guys can see this video in shorts. And baby, listen, okay? I know that some of y'all were watching my Black as Fuck History reading of the chapters. I appreciate y'all. I do. I'm gonna put the next video out because this week I got somewhere I got to go. I got to go visit a friend. So I won't be home Saturday and I have to do that video again for you guys so I won't miss any books. I won't miss any chapters. With that being said, make sure you guys look out for my next Wrestle Eat short. It is coming very, very soon. And I will see you guys on Wednesday when we discuss NXT because NXT is ramping up as well, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, sir. Let me see. Next week or tomorrow, we have the WWE Speed Tournament Championship match. I mean, the WWE Speed Tournament match, and it's going to be Lita. Well, goddamn Lita. This bitch here, what's her name? What is her name? I can't think of her fucking name.
Was it Nikita?
Nikita. That's it. It was an Ida at the end. I knew it was. Okay, so Nikita going up against Ren Sinclair. I hope Ren's qualified because Ren don't never get nothing. And then we got these two having their little last meetup before Vengeance Day, which is this Saturday. And then we have the NXT Women's title is on the line with JC Jane and Zarya. I have a sneaky suspicion that Sol Ruka is going to interfere. And then JC going to end up defending this title against both of these hoes at Vengeance Day. And we have a 6-man tag team match. We've got Vanity Project facing off against Hank and Tank and Shiloh. And of course, we always are going to see our titular champion, okay, Joe Hendry, and of course, his greatest adversary in Ricky Saints. And we got so much more going. Miles Bourne is your new NXT North American champion. And maybe they'll have him on the show to see what he says. Finally, there is another inductee into the Hall of Fame. They have inducted the tag team. Please pardon me because I don't have their names in front of me right now. Shit. I can't think of their names. God forgive me, Lord forgive me. Wrestling fans forgive me. Some of y'all in the comments who know who these men is because I don't know who they are, wouldn't be able to tell you who they are. I'm so sorry. I don't know that man. So sorry to that man. But they have been inducted and they're being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, and the class seems to be shaping up. Is that their name? Doomsday? Okay. Anywho, the class for Hall of Fame seems to be shaping up. I'm very curious as to where they're gonna go from here, but we'll just have to wait and see. Y'all make sure y'all rate, comment, and subscribe. I can't stress that enough. If you're watching my channel and you don't subscribe, you're rude. Okay? Don't be rude. Subscribe to the channel. Okay, is it domination? Thank you, Justin. Thank you so much. Appreciate your love. Because I didn't know they man. I'll be honest. They're before my era of wrestling, so I didn't know who they were. But that was domination. Domination was inducted, or demolition. God damn it. I can't read today. Lord have mercy. Demolition. Woo. I'm sorry, Justin. You had it written in there correctly. I just can't goddamn it see. It's demolition that's been inducted into. I call them motherfuckers domination. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Demolition is inducted into the Hall of Fame. They will go in along with AJ Styles and Stephanie. It's demolition. Demolition. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord have mercy. I put it up there and everything. I'm looking at it and I still said something else. Glory be. Y'all make sure y'all come back over here Wednesday where we do Freestyle Wednesday. On Wednesdays, we talk about NXT and everything that happened on the show. And then we just go into a free-for-all. You can ask any questions you want. We can talk about life, whatever, top trending topics, stuff on TikTok, whatever you want to do. I got you. If you want to talk about specific stuff, then send it to me over on Instagram. My Instagram and all my stuff is always scrolling at the bottom. Please don't forget that the Stuff I Want to Talk About podcast still has episodes up there. We've got 3 new episodes of Reddit post Fridays, and we've got TikTok Wednesdays over there. So y'all go over there and check it out. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.